Okay, Drew,
Okay.
you're good to go. Yeah.
Okay, I'd like to call the meeting to order. In honor of the Lilwat, the Village of Pemberton acknowledges that we are meeting within the unceded territory of the Lilwat Nation. First of all, I'd call for approval of the agenda, which everyone has in front of them. Motion to approve the agenda.
Yeah, motion to approve that agenda.
Bill, seconder. Do we have a seconder?
Trevor, with a second.
Trevor.
Okay, Trevor seconds the motion. All in favor? Opposed, carried. Okay, now we're moving to the minutes. Board of Variance meeting, March 24th, 2021. Presumably everyone's read those minutes. Are there any errors and omissions that need to be pointed out?
I didn't see any.
Good. Okay. Can we have a motion to approve those minutes?
Yeah, I'll make a motion to approve those minutes.
Bill moves it. Trevor seconds it. All in favor? Opposed? Carried. Okay. That's okay. Do we have I see Board of Variance meetings, the 24th and the 28th.
Just the 24th of March was the last.
Okay, so we're done on the minutes?
On the minutes, yes. So I guess I'm not sure if Tom's joining or not, but basically you guys will have to nominate a new chair, as Drew has informed us he's leaving. Trevor is a new member on the board, and you can nominate Tom without him being here, I believe. So
yeah. Okay, well, I would nominate Trevor as the new chairperson. Do I have a seconder for that motion?
Yeah, I can second that.
Good. Okay. Of course, Trevor doesn't get to say anything about that. So do you accept the nomination, Trevor?
Trevor, your sound is not connected.
It's not a good way to start, is it?
Is that better?
Yeah, there we go.
Okay, Trevor.
It was set on my headset. Yeah, I heard you guys talking though. So yeah, I can do this. Sure, why not?
Good. Okay, so with that, motion to appoint Trevor as the new chair. Phil, I will second that motion. All in favor? Opposed? Carried. Okay, Trevor, you're in charge now, and I'm leaving. So good to see you.
Yeah, you as well, Drew.
Sorry to have to leave you. This can be a lot of fun. There's so much stuff going on in Pemberton now. There's lots of issues, especially those people who want to make a steep lot flat. So anyways, well, good luck with that. All right, we'll talk to you later. Bye.
Thanks, Drew. Bye.
Trevor, you have the chair notes in front of you?
No, I don't. That was kind of unexpected. So give me 1 second here. I can probably bring them up.
Tom is also having internet connection issues, so hopefully he can join us for the presentation.
Okay, yeah, I have them open here now. So we're on to number 5. Great.
Hi, can everybody see my screen?
Yes.
Oh yeah, so my name is Mark Barshevskis. I'm a consulting planner for the Village of Pemberton. And I'll just give you a quick presentation on the retaining wall variance request for 1700 Sugarloaf Place. So the purpose is to give you an overview of the retaining wall request. May 26th, the Board of Variance application was submitted. Then there was an internal report to the Board of Variance. And then we're at this stage right now, the Board of Variance review on June 23rd. So the site is in the Ridge subdivision in the northeast part of the village of Pemberton. The OCP designation is residential. The zone is the Ridge, RSA 2. And the adjacent land uses are all residential, single family, north, south, east, and west. So we're talking about this subject property right here. So for the Board of Variance application, the applicant is requesting variances to allow for an existing retaining wall structure. The following variances for sections 4.13 and 7.21 of the zoning bylaw. To vary section 4.13 to vary the height of one retaining wall from 1.2 meters as required to a maximum of 2.5 meters, which is a relaxation of 1.3 meters. To be cited on the lot in general compliance with the location of the landscape plan dated May 25th, 2021, or in the location approved by the building permit. And to vary section 7.219A1 to relax the maximum height of the retaining wall from 1.2 to a maximum of 2.5 meters. Again, a relaxation of 1.3 meters. So the history of the application, a building permit number 1960 was issued for construction of a single detached dwelling per the approved plans on September 23rd, 2020. Although the approved plans did show a retaining wall, the permit was issued just for the single detached dwelling only. And as section 8.4 of the building bylaw requires a separate permit for each structure, i.e. a retaining wall on the property. As the agent and the owners of 1700 Sugarloaf Place did not apply for a permit for the retaining wall, the wall that is already built did not receive a review. And today retaining walls are subject to section 4.13 and 7.21 of the zoning bylaw for retaining walls above 1.2 meters in height. And this one is above 1.2 meters in height, and that's why variance is being requested. So this is a site plan of the single family dwelling that is under construction. And we're talking about these existing retaining walls or existing rock stack walls on the east and west side. So for the east retaining wall, it's two tiers of the rock stack wall. We're looking at the variance for the bottom tier. The bottom tier ranges from 0.6 meters to 2.5 meters. And the variance is just required for this bottom one. Please note that the retaining wall does not project into the required minimum zoning side or rear yard setback, so it does meet the bylaw in that regard. And the current retaining wall is not within that 0.6 meter measured horizontally. So it meets that part of the bylaw too. So the variance is just for the height of the lower tier retaining wall. Same story for the west retaining wall. Again, two tiers of the rock wall are stacked. The bottom tier 0.6 meters, 2.5 meters in height with an average of 2 meters roughly. The variance is required for the bottom. And then same thing with the east. It's not projecting into the minimum yard setbacks on the rear or side. And it has enough width between that upper tier rock wall. Here's some more pictures of the west wall, one from the road, and then kind of a bird's eye view on the upper. So we've got that minimum 0.6 width. And then a profile, 0.6 to 2.5 meters. This is where the variance is being requested, around 1.2 meters between the two rock walls, and then the upper tier on both the east and west around 0.6. As from a communication standpoint, public notice was sent out to the surrounding residents 2 weeks prior to this meeting. One submission was received, and that submission was in support of the proposed variance. And I quote, "The retaining wall at 1700 Sugarloaf Place has my full support as built." And no other submissions were received at village staff. As well, after that Board of Variance report was sent out, the applicant did send this picture to the village, and this shows the additional efforts by the applicant to reduce the effective height of the wall by backfilling against the toe on the west retaining wall. So for the options for the Board of Variance, there's 4. It's either 1, approve the variance, 2, approve the variance with conditions, 3, reject the variance, or 4, deem the variance request to be outside the mandate of the Board of Variance. Any questions?
This is questions for staff only.
Questions for staff only?
Yeah, I don't have any questions, Mark. Thanks, or Nikki.
Yeah, nothing from me either. Looks straightforward enough.
Great. So now the applicants will be offered the opportunity to speak to the Board of Variance members.
Tom Fitzgerald just joined as well.
Okay.
I know he missed the presentation, but he did have it beforehand. So Tom, Mark has just finished his presentation. If you have any questions for him specifically, you can ask them now. If not, we're gonna invite the participants to present, or the applicant, sorry.
Any initial questions, Tom?
Hi, sorry. No, I missed the presentation, but I've read the agenda there, the report. No, I didn't. I had a good read of it, so I think I'm good.
Great. The only thing different in this presentation compared to the report was from a communication standpoint, this public notice was sent out 2 weeks prior to the report, and we did receive 1 submission in support of the retaining wall. No other submissions were received except for that 1. And after the report was sent, the applicant did send this picture showing additional efforts to reduce the effective height of the wall by backfilling it.
Okay.
So those instances were not in the report that were sent out.
Okay.
Okay.
Mark, do you want me to promote the applicant?
Yes, please.
Okay. Is it Brandon and Eric, I guess?
Hey guys.
Yes, we have Brandon and Eric joining us, and they've got an opportunity to speak if they'd like.
Sure, yeah. A little introduction. My name is Brandon Sales. I'm a project coordinator with Dersheld Constructors. Eric Bauman is the owner of the house. I think Mark did a pretty good job outlining our proposal. The only thing I would really add at this point is that I feel like the walls are well constructed out of large angular rocks. They're visually attractive. They don't look out of place. They were reviewed and approved by a licensed geotechnical engineer, produced a stamp memo. And yeah, we think you should approve our variance.
Okay.
Board members, if you have any questions for the applicants, you can ask them.
Yeah, I don't have any questions. I don't know, Trevor, Tom.
My question would be, has there been the planting of the vegetation, the proposed planting on that that one sidewall against sort of the main road there? Are there like any specific species, I guess, that are going in there, or irrigation or anything like that, so that they actually survive and take?
Eric can probably answer this. He is a horticulturist, so.
Yeah, we are planning to plant native species along the borders, as well as within our property. So that's our landscape plan. I don't have a specific species list right now, but we are working on it.
And there are provisions for irrigation in that area.
Okay.
Yes, we'll put in trickle irrigation lines to all the major plants that we put in, especially trees and shrubs.
Okay. Any more questions, Trevor, Tom?
No, I think at this point, my question might be more about process, but I think it's probably better elsewhere than to the applicants. So,
I could make a motion that we approve the variance at this point. Is that appropriate, Nikki?
Yep. So, Mark, do you want to bring back the options again on your screen? And then, so if Phil makes a motion to approve, someone needs to second it.
I'll second it.
Okay, and then Trevor, you would ask if there are any objections.
right, yeah, is there any objections?
No.
Hearing none? I think we're good.
Okay. That's good. So the motion carried?
Yeah, so Trevor, the motion carries. And you should have some notes in your agenda regarding this.
Sorry, not seeing them.
You just have to read out which motion. So the Board of Variance has approved the options for the.
Oh, so this part here, the Board of Variance approved the following variance.
Yeah.
Just read that out, to vary section 413A, to vary the height of one retaining wall from 1.2 meters as required to a maximum of 2.5, a relaxation of 1.3 meters, to be cited on the lot in general compliance with the location of the landscape plan dated May 25, 2021, or a location approved by building permit.
Okay.
And to vary section 7.219AI to relax maximum height of the retaining wall, excuse me, from 1.2 to a maximum of 2.5 meters, a relaxation of 1.3 meters.
Okay, and then the next item on the agenda is new business, and there is none other than Tom. Trevor was appointed the chair before you arrived by Phil and Drew.
Okay.
May I just say that
And,
I appreciate your consideration and your approval, and my wife and I will do everything we can to make it look really good for the neighborhood.
Okay, thank you.
I'll promote you back to an attendee there, Eric, and then we'll go into conclude the meeting. So then Trevor, if you just want to read item number 7 on the agenda.
Okay, so we recommend that the next Board of Variance meeting take place 5 o'clock on Wednesday, July 28th, 2021, if required.
And then we will need a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Well, yeah, I could make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
I'll second that.
Carried.
Okay.
meeting is concluded. Thank you all for attending. And we will follow up if there's any next meetings occurring in July.
Excellent.
Thanks, Nick.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Yes.
Thank you, Nick. Mark.